Hey guys, this is Starcraft and I am back to cast another 2v2 match for you. This one will be on Tempest and it's going to be between haCkDeSaix, the red Protoss, and haCkProTech, the blue Zerg. Their opponents will be MegumixBear, the purple Terran, and this Megumi is an imposter. They're an imposter, I tell you. The capital M, capital B MegumixBear is not the female well-known MegumixBear. And so with that being said, their partner will be Legend, the teal Zerg. So yeah, the deal here, this is just a really confusing drama for me, but the female Megumi sent me a message and she has cleared up that she is the lowercase MegumixBear. And this person is an imposter. So the male Megumi, yes, that is the person who will be on Legend's team. And apparently Legend is worried that they are possibly two Zerg. So it looks like haCkDeSaix is playing a random. And if you look at the newest rankings on the Masters 2v2 leaderboard, you will see that haCkDeSaix has been playing random on ProTech's team. So the laddering really has been underway here, and a lot of familiar faces at the top. So we'll see how that all plays out, and I'm looking forward to a very, very exciting game, as everybody knows that ProTech and Legend, it's safe to say that they don't get along. So we'll see how that comes into play, if there is any sort of rage factor or anything like that, as haCkDeSaix is scouting Megumi's base, and he looks like he is setting up for a Hellion build. He is approaching 100 gas right now, and his barracks is going to finish. Meanwhile, Legend's spawning pool has finished. 6 Zerglings are on the way, rallied to the scouting probe, and most likely he will just end up running those all the way over here. And we will play some Zergling back and forth dancing, as ProTech actually going for a late pull here, it looks like. And meanwhile, haCkDeSaix building on the low ground here, setting up the choke point. So interesting. I'm used to ProTech obviously going for that really fast pull and that standard rush strategy, a little bit of a freeze frame there. And the Zerglings from haCkProTech are going to pick off the scouting SCV, and now Legend Zerglings have approached the front wall in. They're going for the pylon, but ProTech Zerglings and haCkDeSaix with one Zealot, it looks like, are going to be able to force that back. Legend trying to get this round on the Zealot, but with the help from ProTech, that is not going to pan out. The Zergling speed timing is pretty much even, and now we see why ProTech went for the late pull. He is getting a Baneling's Nest, and it is halfway completed already. So that is a very fast Baneling's Nest, and our Legend and Megumi going to be able to do much about it, as it looks like Megumi is going to be transitioning into Marauders after the Hellions, which always a smart play against Protoss, because the Stalkers are so strong against Hellions. As haCkDeSaix getting 2 additional gateways here. And so far just 3 gateways. We'll see if he tries to add on a 4th or what he tries to do there. And ProTech is morphing in 6 Banelings, a pretty standard number there. And could the Banelings run into Legend Zerglings? He just blew up like 4 or 5 of them, but it looks like finally Legend almost lost a lot more than that. So he's got to be happy. He still has this many Zerglings. The Banelings have been revealed, and the Hellions playing a little back and forth too. Hellions way too fast for the Banelings, and Zerglings are too. It's just you got to try and be sneaky with the Banelings, and that is the trump card. But now the Banelings are revealed, so Legend has completed his own Baneling's Nest, and he is starting to morph in some Banelings. So it is going to be some Baneling on Baneling action. And you gotta love that, as a Legend trying to, actually looks like he forced the cancel on that one Baneling, and here we go. This is gonna be engagement at the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Megumi now with 4 Hellions out here. Legend has 2 Banelings coming in from behind, and there's gonna be a lot of back and forth action right now. I want to change to the APM tab because it's going to be out of control. Legend trying to morph in some Banelings. Looks like he's gonna have to cancel those ones there, as haCkDeSaix is gonna be able to focus those down. A couple of Banelings blowing up there, and it looks like not much damage was done. The Marauders from Megumi are just looks like hanging out here, and then like, oh, you know what, I'm going to head on back. And so they are going to fall back, as we have a healthy amount of Marauders in this army for Megumi. And so again, it's going to come down to who can focus on which opposing army, because obviously Banelings want to blow up on the Zerglings and avoid those Marauders. Marauders want to get the Stalkers, and at the same time the Stalkers are going to be trying to pluck these Banelings off before they can intercept any Zerglings. So taking back to the production tab to make sure I don't miss anything here, as Megumi is researching. Stim pack is nearly complete, and Marauder Slow is halfway done. And by the looks of things, haCkDeSaix and ProTech are not going to be attacking by the time that completes. So looks like ProTech and haCkDeSaix are going to be content to set up a contain. So could we possibly see some expansions going down? And I think it is a wise move right now not to try and attack this front. As you see, ProTech sending his Zergling Scout and is going to see all these Marauders, Hellions, Banelings. Look at the spread on all of these units. That is going to be so difficult to break. And even a missile turret coming down here in the front, probably to make sure that no Dark Templar shenanigans can break their back in this game. And so we are going to be content to sit back in macro, so I don't have to worry about jumping back to the APM tab anytime soon, as haCkDeSaix is throwing down his natural expansion. And so I guess while I have a minute, I just wanted to say, you guys, I have so many replays that people have been sending me, and I'm so happy about that. I'm really excited that I've got so many awesome replays, but that also means that I may not be able to get to them all, so I need you guys to be patient for me, as I've been getting replays from all kinds of high-level players all over the place lately, and I can't wait to get to as many of them as I can. But I don't want to overdo it. If I cast too many games, it turns out that I start to suck, basically, and just ramble. And so I need to keep my mojo up. I can't do too many games at once. Plus, it takes forever to upload and compress these things. So you're gonna have to bear with me. But again, I appreciate all the replays, and I'm always welcome to more awesome replays. Send them to me at irestarcraft@gmail.com. And it looks like ProTech and haCkDeSaix are just going to fall all the way back here, and still ProTech no expansion and no lair tech either. So he is just going for 1,000,000 Zerglings and 1,000,000 Banelings here off of one hatchery. And haCkDeSaix though is just now transferring over quite a bit of probes. This is going to be fully saturated immediately. And the longer that Legend and Megumi wait, the worse this is going to get. And it looks like Megumi is going to be sending out a couple of Reapers here, probably just to really get a scout of what is going on in haCkDeSaix's base, and maybe try and harass some probes before any kind of reinforcements can get back up here. Will haCkDeSaix opt to just warp in some units, or will he run his whole army back up here? It looks like ProTech and haCkDeSaix are going to run their entire army up here to deal with these two Reapers. So a little bit of an overkill there, but quite a few probe kills actually from those couple of Reapers. So that was actually very cost effective there. And so many Zerglings for ProTech. The question is, man, this is going to be an intense battle when it finally commences here, as I really can't wait for the massive battle. We'll see though. The last time I was like, oh yeah, this game's totally going to end in just one giant battle. It ended up being just full of harassments left and right, and I totally was made to look silly, which actually happens quite often. As now it looks like Legend is wondering if Megumi is ready. The male Megumi, let me reiterate that. And now with some tanks here to back this up. Will he be bringing the tanks up with the army? I mean, he really needs to, but is he going to be leaving any tanks behind or anything behind in case ProTech tries to be sneaky with these Zerglings? As he could easily run his Zerglings back through here if Legend and Megumi tried to push out at a bad time. But it looks like they are going to try and make this happen. The Hellions have the lead, and they are going to get the scout, get a couple of shots there on the Zerglings. So the battle is about to commence, and you did see that Blink is on the way for haCkDeSaix, and a couple of nice force fields there are going to trap a bunch of Marauders. Banelings from ProTech are actually running into the Marauders there, and they did blow those Marauders up, but I think Megumi and Legend did lose a little bit more in the unit department in that engagement. but they have retaken map control of the center and are going to be looking to deny these natural expansions. ProTech's Overlords getting picked off. Zerglings almost running to their doom there and quickly being microed backwards, as now haCkDeSaix is going to come around from the top, trying to focus down the siege tank. Some nice force fields going down there, splitting this army in half, but is it going to be enough? haCkDeSaix is trying to shoot and scoot backwards to get out of range of these extra units, and these siege tanks, though, in the back could be the trump card from Megumi. So much splash damage being dealt on this ball of Protoss units. So it looks like Megumi and Legend are going to be able to take down ProTech's brand new natural expansion hatchery there, and I'm looking to see them continue to push. It looks like Blink has finished for haCkDeSaix, and I did notice that Dark Shrine coming down for haCkDeSaix, by the way, but it looks like there is going to be a major push here. They're going to continue this attack, and Megumi sieging up the tanks in the back. Some more really nice force fields back here. However, there is just too many units, plus the Zealots running up here to deal with these trapped units. We're getting shot at by the units behind, and now Megumi and Legend are going to overwhelm, and that is going to be it. Again, apparently I cannot see people leave the game, and no GGs. Not that that would be expected from ProTech to Legend, but a surprising lack of trash talk on either side during that game, but pretty exciting there nonetheless. There was a bit of a lull in the middle where everyone was building up, but that game was definitely exciting. So I want to say thank you to Legend for sending me this game, and that is going to do it for me. This is Irie Starcraft, and peace out.